Hi, it's Mike again, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Audified U73b compressor limiter plugin. Now this is an emulation plugin of a German valve compressor that I knew absolutely nothing about. The original hardware units started off life as the U3, made by Telefunken for the Berlin Olympics in 1936. And then they developed that on to the U13 in the 40s, the U23 in the 50s, and then produced the U73 in the 1960s. And so this is a plug-in emulation of the U73b, which apparently was being used a lot in vinyl record mastering rooms. So what I've done here is I've pulled up a session, and in this session I was using some waves compressors to do my various compression duties. So on the bass here I had a Renaissance compressor, and on the vocals I've got a Renaissance channel. Now I was using the EQ on the Renaissance channel, but what I've done is I've moved the EQ off onto another plugin so that we can compare the sound of the compression. So there's no particular reason for making a comparison with the Waves plugins other than they were the plugins that I was using on this track. So let's solo the bass and take a listen to what it sounded like with the Waves Renaissance compressor. So that's with the Waves Renaissance compressor. So here's the U73 with the bass preset. I have to say, I'm very pleasantly surprised with the sound. I'm not normally one for character sounds or coloration or even distortion. I much prefer a cleaner, purer sound. But I'm really quite liking the sound of the U73b on the bass track. So let's hang on to that. Now let's take a look at the vocal track. So again, I was using a Waves Renaissance channel. So let's take a listen to a segment of the lead vocal.
I know it's more than a feeling to be made whole. The final completion, no time to behold, you're alive.
So now let's try the same section with the U73b.
The final completion, no time to behold, you're alive.
I don't know what it's doing, but again, I really quite like it. It seems to be adding some life, some breath, some air into it. Bizarre. So yeah, I'm quite happy to keep that one. And then there were a couple of sections in this track that didn't have any compression at all. The first was the brass section. So let's take a listen to a bit of the brass section. Again, we'll bypass it to start with. Here we go. And let's play the same section with the U73 in. It's probably just a little bit too loud. So yeah, again, just adding a little bit of interest, a little bit of colour. So we'll hang on to that. And then finally, there was the backing vocals. And so let's take a listen to a segment of the backing vocals. And let's add in the U73. Okay, so now what we're going to do is to take a listen to the entire track. I'll play it initially as it was with all the Waves plugins, and then I'll play the same section again through with the U73b instances instantiated. And there we go. That's the U73b compressor limiter plugin. I've been using it in the compressor mode, but we also have a bypass option here and the limiter option here. We've obviously got a release time control. We've got input and output levels. We've also got an option to change what the meters are looking at. So all in all, a very interesting little plugin. I'll see you again soon.